I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many Close your eyes, hear the voice within.
Well, good morning. So this morning we are travelling from Munster towards Epinal on the D417. We are climbing steadily. The current altitude is around about 1,050 metres above sea level, and we continue to go up. This road is amazing, absolutely epic. The trouble is, you can't really capture it on a camera. I can certainly capture it as I'm going around these switchbacks and narrow roads. At the moment we're actually with the mountainside to our right, which is quite pleasant. There are occasional moments when the mountainside is not to our right, which is not quite so pleasant. But what an incredible journey. We've got about another 12 kilometres of this as we come down the other side of the hill.
At this point, we are 1,115 metres above sea level.
Le Lac Longmeur.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling this heavy load got under your skin, howling. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision.
Just over 5k around this lake according to the hiking app, although not necessarily according to our feet. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so still and quiet. What a pretty place.
Moments pass, make this one count. Untied, you're so good at dragging yourself down. Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser.
I imagine in the summer this place is absolutely rammed. There are 3 very large campsites, all of which are closed. But then it is December.
And what sort of idiots go camping in December?
There's a question. Good morning. It is Wednesday the 17th of December and we are in La Bourgance, which is a small village in the Vosges Mountains. It's really pretty, surrounded by forests and hills, and the community here provide parking for campervans. During the summer they have facilities you can empty your grey waste, fill it with water. There is Claude and Henri sitting in the corner. The church bells ring every quarter, half and quarter to, and obviously on the hour. At 7 a.m, noon and 10 p.m, they go absolutely wild, but they're quiet overnight. So we had a relatively undisturbed night's sleep, and now we're heading towards Nancy.
Our park up in Nancy wasn't fancy. Right by the canal, it cost €11 for 2 nights and was just a short walk into the city centre.
So now we are in the city of Nancy. We're going to go and have a look at their Christmas markets, Christmas lights.
longtemps, 3 petits enfants allèrent glaner au champ. Les poches remplies d'épis, ils riaient le cœur battant. Chacun de leurs pas sur le champ enchanté projetait des pixels scintillants comme un rêve éveillé. Mais bientôt, ils s'égarèrent. Perdus dans la nuit, ils avançaient dans le noir infini. Quand soudain, arrivés au pied de la maison, ils furent d'abord pris d'hésitation. Ils se décidèrent à toquer. Et c'est un grand boucher à la tête toute carrée qui les invita à entrer. Sans se méfier, ils pénétrèrent à l'intérieur de cette demeure. Des murs, des gigots et des petits salés tout pixelisés. Ils n'étaient pas sitôt entrés que le boucher les a tués. Carré après carré, les enfants se sont évaporés. Chacun de leurs pixels fut trempé dans du sel. Chaque petit morceau mis au saloir comme pourceau. Les années passèrent quand Saint-Nicolas foula de ses pas le même chemin que les enfants empruntèrent il y a 7 ans déjà. Il alla frapper chez le boucher, demanda à se loger et à souper. Pas de rôti pas cuit, ni de jambon pas bon. C'est du petit salé carré pixelisé qu'il a demandé. Quand il entendit ça, le grand boucher à la tête toute carrée s'en alla, tandis que le grand Saint-Nicolas alla réveiller les enfants qui étaient endormis depuis 7 ans. Carré après carré, les enfants se sont recomposés. Se sont presque sentis au paradis. De tous leurs pixels, ils sont rayonnants. Ils étaient 3 petits enfants partis glaner au champ.
The story you've just seen is a traditional story about St Nicholas told in the Lorraine region of France. The light show was spectacular. If you happen to be in Nancy, it's worth checking whether there is a light show. They do happen at different times of the year. I'll put a link to the website for Nancy Tourism in the description.
So we're in the main cathedral here in Nancy, built between 1703 and 1742, and not in the best of condition. Towers of scaffolding, but quite a contrast to some of the churches and cathedrals that we've visited in terms of its decoration, and clearly in some urgent need of ongoing restoration. I think they would make an enemy of you. I have to say that Nancy was
Beautiful.
not what I expected.
Beautiful. It's what you think Paris will be like, but probably isn't.
We tend to avoid French cities because we've had experiences that haven't been that positive. But Nancy was superb.
Really. Definitely, if you get the opportunity, go to Nancy. It's amazing.
Tonight,
We're back in Germany.
Achtung.
We seem a bit obsessed, don't we?
Tonight we are at a free park-up just outside the town of Merzig. There's Henri and William. And it is at a wolf park. In fact, it is called Wolf's Park because there is wolves.
There are.
The Wolfspark is part of the Naboo UNESCO biosphere. So you'll remember that we've already visited one UNESCO biosphere, and the Wolfspark here is another one. And they have wolves in the park from all around the world. So if we're lucky, we might hear some howling tonight. Although I believe we're out of kilter on the moon. They have 4 breeds of wolf here. They have the polar wolf, which is the one that we can hear howling, the Mongolian wolf, and the European wolf. Wolves howl for various reasons, either to contact other wolves in their pack, to protect their own pack from foreign wolves, or when they want to rally the pack to go to prey. Howling is also used to court the females. It was a real honour and a privilege to be able to see these amazing animals. Wolves are slowly being reintroduced into areas of Europe, but there's quite a kickback from livestock owners and farmers. I rather think we're becoming addicted to these thermal spas. So last night we parked up outside Das Bad Therme, which is just outside Merzig. We are about half an hour from Luxembourg, which after a brief destination tonight we will be going to Luxembourg. There is a campervan area just over there, but it was a bit muddy. So we asked if we could stay on the asphalt. It's €2.50 a night. If you want electricity, that's a further €5. Empty your chemical waste, a further €2. Fill up with water, a further €2. If you need to do any of those things, you have to pay a deposit on the key, which is €10, fully returnable. The spa was excellent, really good. Obviously no photographs. The spa cost $26.90 per person. We took the option for 4 hours on a Sunday, and we had access to the sauna and the thermal area and the public swimming pool. We didn't actually go into the swimming pool because, being a Sunday just before Christmas, it was packed with kids. Given that it's Christmas, we're going to go to a concert here in a little village near Merzig in Germany. It's a free community concert in this pretty church. Good morning. So today we find ourselves in the country of Luxembourg at a park up in Remich. It's on both Search for Sites and Park for Night. Park for Night say you can't park here overnight. Search for Sites say you can. I haven't seen any signs that suggest you can't. There is a air on the other side of the road, but this one was free and we arrived late last night in the dark. It wasn't the quietest. The road kind of carried on all night, but that's fine. Today we're heading to the city of Luxembourg and a park up at the Park and Ride and a visit into the city on the bus to go to the Christmas market and see what else we can find. Tomorrow, which is the 23rd, we will be heading to our temporary home for Christmas.
We stayed at the Sudbury Park and Ride in Luxembourg. The barrier was open, so it didn't cost us anything to stay here, and all public transport in Luxembourg is also free. We stayed here because we believe there are roadworks at the other Park and Ride that's further out of town. This Park and Ride is right next to the motorway, but despite that, we had a peaceful night here.
Here we are. Another country, another city, and given that it's December the 22nd, another Christmas market. Welcome to Luxembourg.
Den 1. Dezember hast du. Du gehst Johann Lass.
Keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memory.
Thanks for watching. We'd love to hear what you thought, so please do leave us a comment. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time for the end of our travels. For now.
I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island